And so concludes my journey through the Friday the 13th franchise, with Friday the 13th, the final chapter. What? It's not the last film? It's definitely not the last film, you guys. And that's what I enjoyed about this film. Even though it was probably intended to be the last film, this film subverts your expectations in so many ways, especially with that ending. That ending, I think, was to leave room for something possibly to happen. However, maybe not with Jason. I really had fun with this film. Although the Friday the 13th films don't really focus on building characters, making characters well known, because there are no mainstay characters. The only mainstay character from beginning to end is Jason. Everyone else gets unalived. However, in this one, because there was such a bigger cast, you were able to connect a little bit more, even though what you learn about the characters is very superficial. It was enjoyable, though. I loved so much about this film. I loved the use of the darkness to kind of make you feel that uneasy, that maybe edge of your seat, scared feel. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the only film that did that. And honestly, having seen the previous three parts already, and then with this one made me kind of feel like the tension, the nervousness of what is to come. I also really enjoyed in one particular shot, and think this was very, very smart. One of the characters is unalived, but you don't see it occur. However, you see it through shadow and lighting by the use of lightning. So when the lightning strikes, you see the flash of light, and then you see Jason attack and unalive the character. So I think that was very smart. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed this cast a lot. As I mentioned before, this film subverts your expectations. I thought one person was going to be the final girl, per se, and by the end of the film, that's not the case. So I think it was very well done. I think maybe starting in part 3, the film started getting the wheels turning and they started going full steam ahead. That's what it feels like to me, at least. Of course, you have your origin in part 1 and you have Jason now introduced in part 2. But 3 and 4 definitely have this different feel that those two first films didn't have. They feel that Jason, he's relentless. He doesn't care who he goes after. But at the same time, he's so very easily distracted. And having seen Freddy vs. Jason, I know that is something that Freddy uses against Jason. And you see that occurring with characters throughout the other parts. So with part 2, part 3, and part 4, you see that occur. Mind you, I think it's an excellent strategy by the characters, and I'm glad that not all of the characters are dumb. Some of them actually use their brain, and I'm glad that with this one character went full force, took out the slasher. That's what most characters tend to fail in doing in other franchises. Again, we know that this is not the last that we see of Jason, but the fact that they were willing to go to that extent, the writers, the people behind this film were willing to do that, I think that's a thumbs up for them. I also enjoyed, and I noticed it more in this one, that they don't use the iconic Jason music as often. It does come on. I think I saw it the first time, and it was a quick bit of it. It was 28 minutes in, and then again like around the 44-minute mark. So better use of the music. They still have music to make you feel tense, but they're not using the iconic theme song over and over again like they did in the first two films. I think because of this is probably going to be ranked number 1, at least for the 4 parts for now. So I think I'm ranking it part 4, part 3, part 1, part 2. So yeah, I'm very excited to continue on with this franchise. and I've been having fun with this, and I look forward to hearing your guys' thoughts in the comments. As always, thank you so much.